What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out, man. So you guys have probably already seen this or heard about this situation with the Harry Potter pointless reboot that's coming to HBO. All right. They've put out the open casting call in the UK. They're looking to cast the roles of Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley in the upcoming adaptation of Harry Potter. Here's the link if you want to apply. The kids got to be between ages 9 and 11 on April of 2025. Residents of the UK and Ireland. All right. Standard stuff. But it's when you get down here to the very bottom, all right? This is where the fun begins. We are committed to inclusive, diverse casting. For every role, please submit qualified performers without regard to ethnicity, disability, race, sexual orientation, gender identity, or any other basis protected by law unless otherwise specifically indicated. So yeah, there's where they're going with this thing, okay? You know, this open casting call for the big three, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, this thing is wide open. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be black. It could be white. You could be, Asian. We could have an Asian Harry Potter, an Indian Ron, whatever they want to do, okay? It's wide the hell open. Disabled, hell, it even says gender, right? So if somebody, gender, how they identify as a gender or whatever, no, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter. We could probably have Harrietta Potter, showing up here. Who the hell knows? And, I've talked about this before. This is, in my opinion, this is absolutely stupid. Cast 3 little white kids to play Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and you got a hit. This thing is going to do great. You want to race swap other characters? I'm pretty sure people will swallow that as long as the main 3 are white kids. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't think anybody else has a problem with that. But I guarantee you, Hermione's going to be black, okay? We've already seen a black Hermione in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. J.K. Rowling has already signed off on a black Hermione, which is utter bullshit because J.K. Rowling, when she conceived Hermione Granger, she herself said, oh, I saw Hermione Granger as a caricature of myself when I was 11 years old, okay? Like, Hermione Granger is literally a J.K. Rowling self-insert.
Yeah, definitely. The main female character, Hermione, she's a caricature of what I was at 11. A right little know-it-all. But underneath, very insecure. That's very much what I was like. But I wasn't as clever as her. If I'd have been as clever as her, I would have been, genius. She's a lot cleverer than I was. But I was definitely that kind of little girl who constantly thinks they've got everything wrong and then ends up with 110% and everyone wants to kill them or kick them.
Yeah, that's like straight up a self-insert, all right? That was an absolute self-insert. As she was writing and conceiving this character, she was imagining herself. And I know J.K. Rowling did not imagine herself as an 11-year-old black girl. She just didn't. Oh, there's nothing in the books that says that Hermione cannot be black. No, chick, you just said Hermione can't be black because you literally put yourself in the book as she just stated in that interview. So again, if I'm the casting director, that's exactly how I'm casting this character. Oh yeah, J.K. Rowling said that she was basically envisioning herself and the way that she acted as 11 years. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's who we gonna cast for Hermione. Somebody that would represent 11-year-old J.K. Rowling instead of some nonsense, okay? But look, man, we've already talked about this. We've already seen what it is that they're going to do. We already covered this before. This was back in April of 23, all right? So this is over a year old. They've been talking about this. WB reportedly eyeing people of color for the lead roles. Yeah, so we already know that this is coming. And to me, and again, I've done this video before, and I'll say it again. It's insulting. It's insulting to think that, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and race swap one of these guys, and there goes your representation. Oh, it's so important to have representation that we could take a character that was originally conceived as a white person and just skin swap him into a black person. Representation resolved, all right? We did it, everybody. We got representation. They're just doing it to check a box. It's not actual representation, because again, these characters were not conceived as other races. They were conceived the way they were conceived. They were drawn, they were written, they were built up as these particular characters, and they were white. And so for anybody to try to come out here and say, oh, we could just, skin swap them and there goes your representation, that's bullshit. That's insulting. Black people are not going to be able to say, oh, this white character is suddenly now black and I feel represented by that. This person isn't authentically black. They don't act black. They don't talk black. You know, there's nothing about this character from the books or from any other iteration that feels authentically like a black character. So how is it that you're representing black people with this? You're not. All right. Again, I used the example before. It's literally like saying, hey, I'm going to write a male action hero and then I'm going to cast a woman in that role. So now, yeah, we got a woman action hero. No, it feels like a man. It's like basically a man in a woman's body. That's basically what you got there. And it's going to be the exact same thing here. It's a white guy in a black person's body or a white girl in a black woman's body. That's all they're doing. Representation is something just superficial as skin color. Just that's as deep as it goes for representation to these people. It's just skin color of skin, and that's it, because they don't know anything about black people reality wise. Okay. They think they know black people. They know these woke, moronic black people in Hollywood. All right. But for everybody else, this character ain't going to look black, ain't going to walk black, ain't going to talk black, ain't going to act black, they ain't going to be black at all. All right. Again, superficial skin swap. That's all it is. Just color of skin. That's what black people are to folks in Hollywood. That's insulting as fuck. I don't know if they don't get that. You know, these lame brains out there in Hollywood, wherever they may be, UK or Hollywood, I don't think they understand that shit. That's insulting. That is really not representing anybody. All right? You're doing some nonsense to check boxes, okay? But yet, you know, you got the metro.co.uk, okay, clapping and cheering for it. Oh, the Harry Potter TV show is already sparking outrage for all the right reasons. Yeah, Brooke Ivy Johnson, you're a moron. All right, I'm sorry to say you are a bona fide idiot if this is truly what you believe. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. As HBO prepares to launch a reboot of the Harry Potter series, the casting call is sparking controversy, but it's no bad thing. For Warner Brothers and HBO have committed to inclusive, diverse casting for the role on offer. However, some fans have already taken to social media to express outrage at the possibility that the characters will differ in any way from the originals, as they should. I don't understand the idea that you're going to take something tried and true and beloved, and it worked perfectly the first time. Worked with the novels, worked with the movies. Why change anything? The reboot itself is kind of pointless. I've been saying you need to go in a different direction. Give us the Marauders. See, that's the problem with these guys, man. They're too scared. And they honestly and truly do not know what the fans really want. They really don't understand what Harry Potter fans, Potterheads like myself, I'm a huge Potterhead. They don't understand what Potterheads really want out of this franchise. Doing the Marauders would make way more sense. But once again, this just shows how these people are disconnected from their actual fans, all right? And yeah, doing this will probably flesh out the books a lot more. I'm not saying that it's a terrible, terrible idea, but it's just pointless. There's a better direction that they should be going in that they're not choosing to. And then again, that's just kind of unfortunate. The casting call calls for the new series was officially launched yesterday, focusing on children from the UK and Ireland. The reboot promises to be a faithful adaptation of the books, with the new cast to take over the parts previously made famous by Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. While the casting process hasn't technically begun, there's already plenty of opinions online. At the heart of the controversy is the casting note that the auditions will be open to performers of all ethnicities, genders, and backgrounds. This commitment to diversity has been a standard practice in recent years, but for some, the idea of changing the characters' ethnicities or genders is apparently just unacceptable because they're white. And again, all you're trying to do is check a damn box. That's the only reason you're doing this. This is not about legitimate representation like they're pretending. All they want to do is say, hey, look, we achieved diversity. They could give a damn about the characters, the story, or whatever. They don't care what fans even want out of this shit. All they care about is doing their part for the DEI agenda, and that's it. And they think they're doing something great, and all they're doing is just pissing people off. Again, 3 white people, you'll be just fine. All right, you'll be just fine. One user, Adam Brimson, voiced his frustration, tweeting, "What can they do that hasn't already been done in the movies apart from turn it incredibly woke?" Yeah, that's about it, Adam. Absolutely. All right. The fear of wokeness is a central theme in the backlash, with many fans decrying any shift in the series that moves away from its original character portrayals. I mean, why is that controversial? The fact that people want to stick with what originally they fell in love with and something as close to the original as humanly possible. And this is the way that the movies were done. This is the way that the books were done. There's zero reason to change it. There's zero reason to do anything more. So why should that be a problem? I don't think that's backlash. I think that's very good constructive criticism being given to the creators and to the people making this crap. All right? It just doesn't make sense. My mom too posted, if they are not all white, we are boycotting this. Harry is white. Ron Weasley is white. Hermione Granger is white. End of discussion. I'm a black dude saying the exact same goddamn thing. Make them white. All right? Make these 3 characters white. And look, this is something I've also said. There is plenty of representation in Harry Potter already. You don't have to do any race swaps. You already got Lee Jordan. You already got Angelina Johnson. You already got, what's his face? The kid in there with him, Dean Thomas. All right. You already got those all black characters. All right. You got Cho Chang. All right. You got the Patel sisters. And if you really absolutely positively just got to race swap somebody, race swap Lavender Brown. All right, that's what I said the last time. Race swap Lavender Brown, make Lavender Brown brown. Okay, I don't think anybody cares. As long as the core 3 are white, I think people will swallow any other stupid race swaps. Even though there will be some complaints, people will be like, whatever, I don't give a damn. All right, as long as these 3 core main characters are white. And again, I think you got to make the teachers white. All right. I think Dumbledore, McGonagall, Snape, those got to stay white. Who else? I think you got to make some of the other, like Sirius Black. I just think there's certain things. Honestly, if you wanted to make Sirius Black, you could probably get away with that too. I mean, it would be stupid on its face, but Sirius Black is like probably as far as you can go and everybody's still on board with it, Don't race swap Hagrid. I mean, it's like, why race swap anybody? Just give us exactly what we got the first time and everybody's cool. It's just utterly ridiculous. User Gosu Games expressed frustration writing, can we please put a hold on this until wokeness is dead? Nobody wants to watch yet another beloved story be abused by resentful, entitled, incompetent adult children. Boom. Because that's what's happening, man. It's the entitlement and it's the incompetence of the people that are going to be making this. Let's hope for it not to be woke and ruin the original storyline. I mean, if they do anything in terms of making something like, okay, we got to do this gender identity, that's when they're going to go all the way off the reservation. If they do some gender identity shit, or like they were saying in there, like, okay, yeah, we're going to put somebody in a wheelchair or have some kind of weird, like, fucking stop. All right. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see here. Taylor Trandall, the very first casting announcement for HBO Harry Potter series, says they're committed to inclusive, diverse casting and mentions gender identity. Not a great sign for those hoping the remake no one is asking for would at least not fall victim to the same woke pandering for modern audiences that has desecrated one cherished IP after another in recent years. That is a fantastic quote, man. This is perfect. All right. Woke pandering. That's all this is. There's nothing authentic about this. It's insulting bullshit. I wish they would knock this crap off, man. If you really truly care about representation, create original characters, whatever race, whatever gender you want to do, whole cloth. Don't co-opt and hijack some other franchise and then try to swap-a-roo everything. Don't do that. Give the fans and the audiences that built this franchise into what it became, give them what they want. How many times do we have to see this crap fail? We just saw it fail with Star Wars with the Acolyte. We're seeing it fail right now with the Rings of Power Season 2. All right, just do what the fans want.
Listen to the fans.
Listen to the fans and you can't go wrong. They're not going to do it. They're not going to stick to the script. I guarantee you they're going to race swap one of these characters, one of these core 3, or maybe all 3. And then this thing is going to be an absolute failure. It is going to be a 1,000% failure. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But now the casting call is out. Here we go. Okay, it's official. So now we're going to see how diverse and inclusive they decide to get. All right. If they're going to be giving us, sexual orientation as well. Like, what sexual orientation are we talking about here? Whoo, boy. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting, all right? But you guys let me know what y'all think about this situation. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.